Okay, so I've turned the soundbar on. I'm now going to use this to turn on the television. If I were to do this, I would use a couple of things. I would either use the on-off switch, which when we point that at the TV, that turns that on. So that's a good start. Then whenever I'm uncertain of what I want to do, I use the home button to get back to anything I'm doing. If I press the home button now, when we're already on the home screen, it will reset. So look, I'll press it now. And it just goes back immediately, always to the home page. You'll see on the left here, this is effectively the navigation options you're given. So if I go left, you have a find where you can search for something, but you can also use your voice to do that, which is pressing and holding this button. Western movies. And it will show me Western movies. Whenever you want to find something, you have to try this button. Whatever you search for, it will come up. So you might go, oh, Clint Eastwood Western movies. And it comes up with that. So the whole point is that when you search, you just have to think, right, what do I want to see? I'm going to search using my voice. But really, I'm just using it the same way I'd use the internet. They've just given you a voice interface. So the way you would type it into an iPad, it's just using your voice because it's easier. You press and hold the button, it will go blue and make a ping noise usually, but then you say the thing and you let go of the button and it will search. The better you get at being able to describe how you're searching, the easier it will be for you to find things. So for example, show me Western movies with Clint Eastwood would be the first one. But you can also add the platform if you want it to look there. So you go, okay, show me Western movies with Clint Eastwood on YouTube, and it will add YouTube. Or show me Western movies with Clint Eastwood on Netflix, and it will show you Netflix. And you can search by anything, director, actor, type of film, name of film. It's really versatile. And the more specific you give it commands, the more likely it will be to find what you want. So now we're going to be searching. So I'm going to press the home button again. And I'm going to go back to here and I'm just going to explain how the home screen works. So across the top, you see you've got the home button here. If I press to the right, I get live TV and it's showing me at the moment everything that's on with live TV. And can you see, say on ITV1, there's a little line underneath with a red section. The red section is the time elapsed in that live broadcast. So this is what I can do. I can either go down and I can go immediately to BBC, ITV, Channel 4, because they're the most popular. Or if I'm not sure and I go, do you know what, I want to watch live TV, I can go all the way back and I can click on Guide. Now Guide is also on your remote here. So again, if we reset, we press home and I press Guide, I now am presented with the live TV guide of what's on currently at the moment. And I can see everything that's on. And then I can go through the channels and I can scroll down and go through them and go, oh, I want to watch Frasier. And I press the middle button. And now it will show me live TV. Now, because you're using Channel 4, this is the thing. So you will have to, by all these things, download an app to do it. I can help you with all these things, but that's how you'd watch Channel 4. Because we've done it. So again, reset, press home. And I want to watch live TV. So again, I can press the live TV button. And I go, right, BBC One is what I want to watch. I want to watch breakfast. I press select. And now it's playing. But you see it's playing through iPlayer. So it uses live TV, but through the apps. Which means if you want to watch ITV, you need the ITV app. If you want to watch iPlayer live, BBC Live, you need the iPlayer. That's the way these work. They work through using apps the whole time. Again, if we wanted to watch Channel 4, we would need the Channel 4 app. And that's how live TV works. The next thing is you wanted to watch YouTube. Now, I think that because you're signed in on YouTube, it's the best sort of way to search for things. So again, what we can do is we can navigate and go across the top. And we can move across from iPlayer, Netflix, Prime Video, and there's YouTube. And when you click on YouTube, it won't show you any content, it will just show you a load of channels. But if we press select, we go through to YouTube. And now because you're signed into YouTube, you just choose your profile, press select, and now you can navigate the internet using your voice, or you can go to the top and press search. Now, this is the bit that I kind of want to make the point of. I find it's really easy to use my voice to search on YouTube. So I might say, show me Clint Eastwood Western movies on YouTube. I've got it on mute so it doesn't make noise. So now it's got them here. So here it considers Clint Eastwood movies that it's found for me. And it's got a combination of clips, documentaries, all these things. Now, if I wanted to watch The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, I can see from the timestamp that this is probably the real movie. The same here, it's 1 hour 39 minutes, whereas that one is 42 minutes. So if we click on this and we select The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, you can now watch someone's uploaded copy of The Good and the Bad and the Ugly. Now, if I put the sound on using this one, it all works. Now, what we want to do is, as you're watching this, for example, we want subtitles to be on. And this is how you would do this. I'm going to take my controller, I'm going to press up to the top, and it's going to bring up this menu. And where the white is the bit that's selected. So if I press up and I move it around left and right, can you see that? I then can have different options. I've got description, subscribe, the control, and over here, this is the bit we want to get to. I've got like, dislike, and then comments. I can save the video, but crucially, captions is under here, which is the CC. And when I press the select button, that means the captions has come on, and you'll see on the screen they've got music. So if I fast forward for the movie, so I'm going to just press. This is typical, no one's bloody talking. Okay, so to prove the point, we're going to go back. We're going to find a video of people talking. And I'm going to click on this, whatever this is, the news.
New details in the double
so,
murder case.
Same thing here. They've already got crap captions on, but I want the YouTube one, so I press up. And I move to the right, all the way, clip on captions, make sure it's highlighted, and now you can see the subtitles are there. If I press up twice, I jump from the play pause button to the timeline button. Do you see? And now, because this is at the beginning of the movie, when I press up a second time, I get a little dot. And now I can use the left and right controls to scroll through the video wherever I want to watch it. And then when I'm happy, so I'm pressing, do you see, right, left. And when I'm happy, I press select and it will load. And now that's there. So again, if I want to go back to where I was doing my viewing, I just press the home button, the little house at the top, and it will always take me back to the home screen. So every time I start, I always want to start from the home screen and I want to navigate whatever I want. And for me, this becomes easy. So usually the way they do it is at the top, they'll have all the latest things that they're promoting. You have your shortcuts along here, which are the most common channels you view. And then as you go down, it's just a range of different movies that they're promoting. And so you can click into any of them and watch whatever you want. But the main thing, because there's so much choice, it would be worth you just thinking about what do I want to watch and then trying to search for it. So to sum up all of this, all you need really is this. And you need to just practice using it so you learn how to use it. It's very much like retraining your brain to learn a different way to access and search TV. All you need as well is your voice, because if you see something, so if you find something in the Radio Times, you can search for that. It's going to find it, but it's a bit like an iPad where it has lots of options, but they usually come through apps. So you search, if you want to watch it on YouTube, you say YouTube. If you want to watch it on Netflix, you say Netflix. And eventually you'll get good at searching for whatever you want and it will help you find it. It's the most intuitive way to use it because you're not having to do much apart from use your voice and think. Then, like I said, if you get at all stuck, you go back to the home page, you press the home button on here. And then, like I said, on this sort of remote, there's a load of options which are really simple to use, and if you stick to using those, it will get easier and easier. But I'll put all of this in a video, and if you get stuck, just give me a ring.